Hello everyone, Charles Walhingford back again with another cigar video, and I have something special for you today. No, it's not a pairing, it's my top 20. I know I say that in my pairing videos, but this is special too because I want to bring out to you what I believe you should be smoking. So I comprised my list, was it over a year ago? I think over a year ago. I comprised a list of my top 10. Now I have a top 20. Anyway, let's get going. Let's go ahead and get started. Number 20. Number 20 is the Alec Bradley Prasado. This was Cigar of the Year in 2011. It was knocked out. It was knocked out from my top number one. This was my favorite cigar at one time. Favorite cigar, period. At one time, barely made the list. But that's a testament to how I've had some great cigars and some great cigars on this list. You can find that cigar almost anywhere, and it should be experienced if you haven't had one yet. Let's go to 19. 19, my father's Flor de las Antillas, another cigar of the year. Right behind it, cigar of the year in 2012. Now, this is a cigar that has a special place in my heart. My deceased stepfather, me and him would smoke these in particular. So this is one of his favorite cigars, and it's definitely worthy of being a great cigar, and it's not terribly expensive. A cigar of the year that's not that expensive, you got to do it. You got to do it. Next, Fuma in Quarter by CAO. I wasn't thinking this cigar was that great. I thought it was, don't get me wrong, I liked it a lot. But as I smoked it, and then because it's been sitting in my humidor a little bit longer, I'm like, ooh, this is aging well. This is really nice. It's so nice that it had to be on my top 20. So that is my top 20 cigar with number 18. That Bragança tobacco from Brazil definitely sets it apart from any other cigar. All right, number 17. Number 17 is the Ashton ESG. The Ashton ESG is basically a Arturo Fuente Opus X. It has Opus X tobacco in it. But for some reason, I like it better than any other Opus X I've ever had. Doesn't make sense. It's not full, true Opus X, but it is great. Now, this cigar is kind of hard to find. A lot of places that sell Ashton don't sell the ESG. They sell the VSG, and it's not a trade-off. I mean, or it's not almost the same. It's nothing like it. It's another cigar. It's not as good, to put it short. All right, let's move on to the number 16, and that is the Aging Room F55 Quattro. I like it in the Quattro. That's the best one. The F55, to me, put Rafael Nadal on the map before all the rest of them. And also, to me, this is better than the Cigar of the Year, the Nicaraguan version. Sorry. Let's go ahead and just move on to number 15. And number 15 is a very important cigar. This is the first cigar that Paul Garmirian changed my whole world. Gourmet Series 15th anniversary is the cigar I'm talking about. Paul Garmirian 15th year anniversary. Exquisite cigar, guys. You gotta get your hands on some Paul Garmirians. You got to. Number 14, the first Cuban on the list, Partagas Serie D, is a deep, rich, strong, nice cigar that's not classic Cuban. It's not classic Cuban, but it's still fantastic. And when Cubans do strong, which isn't that strong, they still do it really good. They do it really good. And this is probably one of the best, stronger Cuban cigars. Number 13, the Tatuaje or Pete Johnson cigar, the Atelier. The Atelier, I don't really care to have cigars in larger vitolas where the gauge is very wide. This is the few times where I don't mind a large gauge cigar. You have to try that one too. All these you have to try. All these you really should have on hand. The Atelier. Pete Johnson, you know what you're doing, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. 11. Coming up next, we have 12. 12 is the Davidoff Nicaragua. Now, I am not the biggest fan of Davidoff. I will not tell somebody you gotta have a Davidoff. To me, Davidoffs are terribly, terribly overrated. However, you don't become overrated by not being really good at some point or some way. And this cigar is really good. This cigar is fantastic. This cigar actually reminds me of one of the cigars that's in my top 10, actually top 5. It is smooth, it's creamy, it's strong. Smooth, creamy, and strong. Love it. All right, number 11, La Flor Dominicana. Andalusian Bull, as we know, Cigar of the Year in 2016. Another Cigar of the Year. And some of you are like, I don't know if it deserved it. To me, it's one of those awesome cigars. It truly is one of those awesome cigars. And I don't usually make a big deal about how something's rolled or how the Vitola is so well crafted, but it truly is. The way that cigar looks, it looks wonderful. It looks good. And of course, what I care about, it tastes great too.